This episode is brought to you by the Accounting Starter Digital Course for Small Businesses. It's a 7-module self-paced course that teaches you the basics of accounting, and it comes with a free access to our accounting payroll software. Check it out at accountingcourseph.com. Hey everyone, welcome to the new episode of our podcast. I'm Fiona and I'm here with my co-host Dennis, and today we will be talking about the 5 trends in e-commerce that you can use for your small business. So without further ado, let's get started.
DX Your Life and Business, helping you in digital transformation. Hello, welcome to the Digital Transformation Academy podcast. My name is Dennis Hilario and with me is Fiona. If you're new here, kindly consider subscribing and smashing the like button so it can help our podcast reach to more audience. All right, so before we discuss the topic, are you following the war in Ukraine, Russia?
No, sadly not.
Right. Well, it's unfortunate, pero I'm gonna give you an orientation about it. Very quick lang. Okay, so Ukraine and Russia kasi have been united through Soviet Union ever since, no? But 1991 kasi Ukraine was given an independence. So they're independent countries, no? Pero Russia is like providing them military support because si Ukraine kasi during the 90s meron siyang nuclear eh. But the Russian government persuaded them to give up the nuclear weapons in exchange of the military support, ano.
Yeah.
And then 2014 nagkaroon ng invasion din because of the rebels in Ukraine. But at the moment, the main reason for the parang invasion attempt is that NATO.
Yeah.
Ngayon, the Ukraine kasi is wanting to join sa NATO and Russia doesn't want that. So yun yung reason, ano. But and of course may mga domestic politics din. But overall kasi rin syempre may impact din yan sa economy kasi Russian kasi is provider of oil and gas. At the same time, maraming Filipinos din ang OFWs, I think 300 plus OFWs sa Ukraine. So they're actually requested to go home or leave Ukraine.
So
Yun
it's
yung
been
reason.
chaotic there.
Yeah, but anyway, so hopefully hindi siya mag-end up as another, world war. Let's pray for that.
Yeah, that's tough. I just heard about it now.
Mhm.
Hopefully the OFWs get to go home.
Yeah. So scary.
Yeah.
Yun, sige. Let's dive right to the topic. No? I believe our topic today is some trends in e-commerce,
Yes.
especially this year, 2022. No? Kasi as you know, e-commerce has blown up because of the pandemic.
Right.
Kasi nga, yung mga brick and mortar stores nagsarado. No? Pero for the benefit of new entrepreneurs or small businesses who's not yet adapted e-commerce, so a quick meaning or description of e-commerce. E-commerce basically is electronic commerce. No? It's a business model where sellers offer goods or services using a website or mobile app over the internet. No?
Yeah.
Kasi traditionally physical products are bought naman sa mga physical stores. But this one is through online ordering. And then may automatic or seamless integration with delivery to deliver the goods, no? Especially now like yung mga Grab, Lazada, yung mga yan, these are forms of e-commerce, no? So as a small business, why would you consider that, ano? So what are the benefits? Syempre
Yeah.
important now because of what happened to us because of the pandemic, but regardless kung bumalik yung pandemic or not, you should be prepared with e-commerce, especially now talagang fully adapted na siya, no? So with this realization, enabling your business to e-commerce is like the way to go, di ba?
Yeah.
It's a
That's true.
no-brainer, no?
There's so much technologies now that you can maximize for e-commerce that can go two ways if you choose to really stay in the
Correct.
traditional ways. Yeah.
Right. So of course, other than survival, syempre, you get wider reach, no? Hindi ka lang limited sa location mo. Then you'll have seamless transaction, less hassle, less human interaction. So increase yung buyer convenience din. Hindi na siya pupunta sa'yo to buy your products, lalo na if your products are unique, no? And
Really for
then
you as well. Like it's really helpful for the business owner as well.
that's right. So in effect, decrease din yung ano mo, operational expenses or overhead kasi hindi ka na magme-maintain ng
Yep, that's true.
increase in revenue as well kasi wider reach nga, di ba? And wider extended operating hours. Kung before kasi sa physical store, you're just doing it say 8 to 5. Right now, even beyond that, you can open your stores online, di ba?
Yeah.
Ano pang benefit do you see with adapting to e-commerce?
I think a huge benefit for e-commerce is really just the transactions as well. Like it
Hmm.
can be easier to track everything, and you won't have to like look at different bulky papers or whatever for transactions. Like it can all be in one go with all the softwares and applications that we have now. So for me, it's a great tool for both the consumer and the business owner or the producer.
Right. And you yourself is a major consumer of
Yeah, I
e-commerce.
am a big consumer of e-commerce.
Right.
Whether
So
that's food or shopping. But yeah.
yeah, so if you're convinced that you want to enable your business to e-commerce, then I'll give you a quick checklist on
Okay.
how can you enable yourself. No, so number one is identify your e-commerce model. No, kasi if are you a B2C like restaurants, retail, are you a B2B company or C2C? C2C naman is consumer to consumer. So it's like ano parang if when you say consumer to consumer, you're offering products via Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
Viber, Lazada, di ba? Yung mga ganun. If you're providing services naman, yung mga freelance work, mayroong Fiverr, Upwork, those can help you out. Instead of, you know, developing your own platform. No? You can ride
Yeah.
to these technologies. Pero yung pinakang mga platforms na ginagamit right now, especially sa retail distribution, yung Shopify, I know you've heard that. WooCommerce naman sa WordPress integration, Magento. Then we have local, like Prosper na. I don't know if you've heard that. At saka Genie, Ginee, these are local platforms that you can use. No?
Yeah.
And of course, kung food ka naman, you can ride with Grab Food and Food Panda. So you don't have to make your own app, no? But in any case, if you want to make your own app, you have the freedom to do that. No? Yeah, so that's one. Choose the platform. Next, yung payment method mo. Sa payment
Mm.
method kasi, kailangan mo dyan yung automatic payment via direct transfer to GCash like or Dragon Pay. May mga payment gateways like Peso Pay sa Philippines, 2C2P, Paynamics. Yeah,
And
these
I
are
just say Gcash just changed the game for everyone.
right. Yeah. Exactly. Yun yung manual. Pero if you want seamless, you have to do integration kasi with
Yeah.
those platforms eh.
Absolutely.
No, yun nga yung mga to check out, Google check out, Apple Pay actually sa abroad ano. Ayun,
Yeah.
so yun naman yung mga payment gateway. Then of course you will have to define your order fulfillment process. No?
Yes.
So once you have to partner with delivery platforms or delivery companies like as in the Philippines, 'di ba yung mga Ninja Van, ano pa ba yun,
Oh,
mga
yeah.
other ano. Then ano naman may mga concept din like drop shipping so you don't have to buy your own products, no. All you have to do is agree with the vendor. So every time you have an order, then that's the time you order from the vendor, and then they will take care of the logistics and the delivery. So it's important to define your order fulfillment process. Ayun, of course, finally sa checklist yung back office mo, you have to make sure that you are government compliant, your accounting is well done, ano, inventory management, yan yung mga ganun. Yeah, pero if you are it's C2C, very simple lang naman yun eh. Viber, Facebook Marketplace, yung mga yun. Ano? Pero if you intend to grow, it's ideal to have your own platform. No?
These are really practical things that you can really note down as you start your e-commerce because it's really not just an overnight thing. Even though it brings convenience, there's a lot as well to prepare beforehand.
Correct,
But
yeah.
yeah,
And it starts with
um,
your passion. You have to be passionate with what you're doing. No? Like
yeah,
me, to be honest, I mean, I can sell anything, you know, but if I'm not passionate about it, then I wouldn't consider that product. You know.
Yeah, that's true. Great. Why don't we head now to the five trends that we're going to be discussing?
All right.
Five trends in e-commerce that you guys can apply in your small business. And this isn't limited to five. There are so many trends right now in e-commerce that you guys can maximize. But these five are something that is personally applicable to my co-host as well and his business. So yeah.
The first trend kasi not necessarily here in the Philippines no, but in the US this is widely used no yung voice search.
Yeah.
No? So of course with the what do you call that, the home-based voice command devices like Alexa, Google Home, and sina Apple meron din yan. Then you can easily order, um, say for example, hey Alexa, I want, can you buy my soap? I ran out of soap. There's automatically then it will be booked in online through Amazon, for example, and then Amazon will deliver it and automatically deducted from your cards, debit cards or credit card. Ano. But if you're the business who want to be like here in the Philippines to be first in adapting that, no? Alexa, for example, they have services online, technical tinatawag na APIs that you can use no, to integrate. Ano. So medyo early pa siya dito sa Philippines, pero if you're in the US, for example, you can talk to a developer to integrate your platform or your products to Amazon, for example, for automatic, for voice driven ordering. No? Then meron ding AI Rudder, AIRUDDR.
Yeah.
It's already also a platform that you can use for voice assisted um, e-commerce. Yeah. Do you have
Okay.
anything to add?
Maybe just a question
Yeah.
with this kind of trend. What do you think is what would be the challenge when it comes to including this kind of trend here in the Philippines specifically, like in this country?
Yeah. One, of course, is the maturity of the voice recognition. Eh, di ba?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sometimes the accuracy of the voice recognition
Yeah.
is not that uh, accurate at the moment. Though it's improving. I remember
Okay.
10 years ago, if you ask Siri, it's different interpretation, di ba? Pero right now, it gets more accurate. Ano?
Yeah, that's true.
Probably 10 years from now, it can be really, really accurate. So that's one challenge. Second is the availability of like a well-defined, like for example, Amazon is not yet here
Mm.
locally, di ba? So it's really difficult to implement a centralized platform for e-commerce. Right now, yung mga online products, for example, groceries, decentralized siya, di ba? So meaning there's no one dominant player in the market. Like for example, in like sa online shopping, may kanya-kanya sila eh. Di ba?
Mm.
Before there was an attempt, Honest Bee yata, no? But pretty much they failed eh. And then there's one Metromart, I think, they are growing, you know. But again, it's ano lang siya, parang limited lang to groceries, di ba? Pero there's no
But
one cent.
definitely growing with it. It's really just a matter of developing the technology as well.
Yeah, but like there's no Amazon that you can order anything, di ba?
Yeah.
In reality. So it has to be, kung decentralized man siya, there should be one central platform who captures the voice commands and then distribute it to different vendors. Very, very difficult. Ano? But
Right.
pretty much I'm sure 10 to 20 years from now, there'll be a lot of changes. No?
Yeah.
Yun,
Great.
second trend natin is yung mga AI-assisted upselling. Ano?
Okay.
When you mean, or cross-selling, no? When you mean AI-assisted, actually nangyayari siya ngayon di ba? Every time you look up or order something online, your behaviors are captured. No? Your visits,
Yeah,
historical
different
visits
types.
are captured,
Yeah.
natatrack na yon. And then, may mga remarketing lumalabas, you just visited the website and then nagulat ka na lang with Facebook. They are like, um, bombarding you with advertisements, no? Yun, medyo sophisticated na siya in a way. But may mga platforms na ginagamit dyan like Seventh Sense at saka yung Granify, to have like a technology similar to that.
What would be an effective like add to present or if we're gonna be using AI to bump up the ads in with our products in it.
Yeah, right now kasi there are several, I mean, there's a lot of channels, no, like Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, etc. Of course, if it depends, if you have a lot of budget, then you can, spread all your ads through all those platforms. Kasi you have to follow where the attention is. Eh. Like right now, the attention, I think, shifted sa TikTok for a while, since the pandemic. Yeah, but Facebook is now like adapting features of TikTok like Reels. So
Facebook having reels again.
yeah, may
I
Reels na rin sa Facebook and IG, no? So mag-ano na naman yan, magbabalance out in terms of attention, Ayun, so yeah, it depends on your budget, it depends on your strategies, it depends on your audience, no? But yeah, so but I think this one, yung AI assisted upselling is more of your own platform kasi since you already capture the information of your existing customers,
yeah.
you have to find a way through AI to like upsell, offer
Mm.
other products other than what the customer originally ordered or
Okay.
cross-sell, di ba? So something like that. It can be through form of an email, as an SMS, something like that, and bundled promos, So yun yung mga
Right.
maganda dyan, Not
Okay.
necessarily related to remarketing sa Facebook ads, no? Or sa ads.
Yeah.
So let's discuss the third trend, yung additional payment options. No? There's a lot of payment options as discussed kanina, e-wallets, of course debit card, credit card traditionally. But yung installment options are really right now offered. So you can use naman yung mga payment platforms ngayon or gateways like Global Payments, PayPal Credit, Shopify. They have installment options. No?
When it comes to small businesses, should there be a limit to the payment options that they should have? Or is
Well,
it okay to have available as many as possible?
yeah, ideally it should have available as many as possible because you cannot really figure out what are the preference of a particular customer, di ba? But it comes with pros and cons. No? So some payment options, they have higher commission. Ano yun, tinatawag na MDR. Kasi these payment gateways, they earn from transactions. So every transaction, say meron silang 3% share, commission or share or 5%. So it varies depending on the feature. Yon. So, syempre, ang maganda dyan, if you're a merchant, no, so the creditor should be paying you in full,
Yeah.
di ba? And then they'll be the one to handle the installment. Yan. So
Then
that's,
how are you able to like manage it as a whole with all these options available?
yeah, these payment gateways naman, they have tools, no?
Okay.
That can help you manage the collection, automatic debiting of the installment through credit cards. No? Of course, may mga scenarios like nag-exceed na yung credit card ng isang customer, hindi mo na siya ma-charge. So, those are, the nitty-gritty that it has to be considered during the engagement with the payment service, payment gateway. Now, of course, ideally, they should take care of that. So, you as a merchant, you focus on selling and they focus on the collection. Yan.
Good. I think yeah, this additional payment options and gateways that it really kickstarted during the pandemic because we couldn't do cash. But I think this will really help you reach a wider range of customers because
Right.
when they feel that it's convenient for them and you give them that option to be able to pay how they want, they'll really be comfortable in buying in your business and your products. So yeah,
Yeah, especially for higher value
yeah, yeah,
products, no?
that's true. That's true.
Say mga 3,000 and above, something like that. Yun. So, that's the third one. The fourth one naman, yung tinatawag na GPS related e-commerce, no? So,
Mm.
for example, you go to one place, no? So, within that premises, there are stores, no? So, if you have a way to push SMS or email, if the customer is there, then that will give more exposure to you, no?
Yeah,
Especially pag nasa mall, for example, yung store mo is medyo hidden, di ba? So
yeah.
it's good that you have that GPS related e-commerce, no?
Mm.
Yon. And then last but not the least is subscription. Ito na uso na to sa US way back years ago, no? For example, you have this, you are a loyal brand, may loyalty ka to a certain brand, if you want, for example, to replenish your white t-shirts every 3 months, di ba? So you can subscribe to a white t-shirt provider because the white t-shirt always deteriorates in time, di ba? So something like that. So you might want to consider that as well. Um, a quarterly subscription or monthly subscription depending on the products, no? Then again, these payment gateways that we mentioned, they also offer subscription services, so it's easier for us to collect, through these
Mm.
payment gateways.
What are the strategies to be able to have effective subscription models that really have that balance of having like getting loyal customers, but also not losing that much from your company as well.
Right. I think that the yeah, while it is a trend, but there's like a study that a lot of people unsubscribe, yon. So I think the good strategy there is through a good branding strategy, brand awareness, consistent content about that to keep the loyalty. Of course, promos, even communities, no, building online communities for your customers to be, loyal still,
Right.
for the long time, no.
That's true because it is good to have a wide range of people, but I think it's a good start to really know what kind of customers you
Mm.
wanna have and like your target audience like, specifically, so that it will help you cater to the ones that can come to you, and you know specifically what are the things that they would wanna receive, they would wanna get from that subscription. Um, and then eventually, as it grows, you'll also be able to reach a wider audience.
Right. Ayan, so those are the like five trends right now this year in 2022. There's
Yeah,
just a lot more trends, no, but we just focus on five, no. Ayun,
yeah.
do you have other questions?
I think that's it. I think we covered everything well. If you guys, have more specific topics about e-commerce that you want us to touch on, you can comment that down below and reach out to us. But I hope this gave you a good glimpse of why e-commerce is important and you should be doing it now, and also specific trends that you can look at so that you can further grow in implementing e-commerce in your business. But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out our previous episode, we talk about why do you need a website for your small business.
Yes.
You can check it out so you can launch your first website. And for the next topic, I think we're gonna discuss now the online marketing, paid ads,
Yeah.
basic concepts about Facebook, Google,
Great.
marketing or advertisement posting. Yeah.
Yeah, again, if it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe wherever platform you're consuming this from. Like this video and subscribe as well for more content. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, DX Your Life in Business. Have a great day.